In this last section, 2.45, which is important in our exam, so I cover that. This is about applied application problem involving percent change. So percent change is very universal, which means all in every country in this universe, in this earth. Okay, we always use the same thing. Otherwise, the system people are gonna communicate not very well. So we want to use one formula: percent change, percent increase, percent decrease. All use the same formula. Don't be confused by the language. It's always gonna be the same, including other countries. Okay. When you see the word problem, you always see the second number. Okay, pick out the second number, subtract the first number, and then you divide it by the first number. This is a very useful formula. No matter how they said, percent change, percent decrease, percent increase, will be the same using this formula. Once you get this part of the fraction, and then you figure out the decimal, next step, you convert that into percent. The word problem will get you into percent. Sometimes they ask you to do the rounding, you do the rounding. Okay? If they don't ask for to do the rounding, you don't need to do that. So let's see one example. The word problem. Very straightforward. If the room temperature in the morning, OOM, temperature, in the morning, 5 o'clock, that will be 25 degrees this morning. Whatever degree Fahrenheit or Celsius, doesn't matter. It's Fahrenheit, okay? And several hours later, in the noontime, change into, warming up to 47 degrees, okay? Supposed to be pretty cold day today. In the noontime, 47. And then the question asking for what is the percent change? What is percent increase? Obviously this increase. They will not ask for decrease. Percent change. What is the percent change of this situation? And then round your answer to the nearest 100 or whatever. You could ask for that. So you see your word problem. So your percent change. This case, the percent increase. You pick out the second number, 47, subtract the first number, 25, divided by the first number. You always use the first number as the base. So this will come out with a fraction. That will be 22. So this is fraction. First step into decimal. Okay, 25, 0. So 0 here. That will be 8. Okay, and then 200 here, and then 88. This, right away you get 88 without any further decimal point following that. So this one is straightforward. So next step, this is decimal. Next step, change into percent. Move your decimal point to the right by 2 positions and put your percent symbol there. Suppose we have a problem. When you do the rounding, use your calculator, obviously. You come up with like this. Many digits there. And then the question asking for change, what is the percent change in this situation, and then round your answer to the nearest 100. In this case, okay, you will be, first step, second number, subtract first number divided by first number, and then do your calculation. You get a decimal. This is a decimal, and then change into percent. Like that. This percent. Change to percent process. In the last step, they said, round your answer to the nearest 100. This is the nearest 1. Okay? This is the nearest tenth, T-E-N-T-H. Remember these words. These are most constant popular way, you know, they ask question. This is 100, H-U-N-D-R-E-D-T-H. E-D-T-H. This one is thousand. Thousands is very rarely asked. Nearest 100, you use the next digit to decide. If that's over 4, you add 1 to this digit, so 37.46%. If this digit is below, it's like 43210, you just drop that using the 4, 5. Okay? This is round your answer to the nearest hundreds. If the same problem asking for the round to the nearest tens, what your answer should be? Nearest tens, so 37 for nearest tens. You see this is 5. You add 1 to here. That's 5. That's to the nearest 10. If the question asks you, round your answer to the nearest 1. Nearest 1, okay, you stop here and then take a look at here. That's 4. So that's 37. Okay, percent. So they could ask a different type of problem. Okay, this is the end of our 2.45.